Good morning, everyone. My name is Kushal Sharma. Welcome to the Code Show. I'm really excited to be the host here, and thank you for all the love and support you guys have given for our previous episodes. Today we have here Patwara. Rohit Patwara, let's give him a warm welcome. Alright, for those of you who have not searched his LinkedIn profile, let me introduce you to him. Rohit is not just the master of coding actually. He is also the true leader in our software industry. He has over 14 years of experience in designing, consulting. This man has seen every aspect of coding industry. Right. So, hi Rohit, how are you feeling here at the production?
Hey, hi Kusha. Yeah, I'm feeling great. It's always feel privileged to has been to connect with a lot of great minds. So academics is I'm already in touch base with academics throughout my industry career as well. So it's always feel good. And yeah, thank you for inviting me here at your show. Thank you.
So, before we dive into serious questions, like back then, if coding or let's say into the software career was not going well, you had a backup career option, like someone has some music or drama or something.
Ah, as a backup, see, yeah. So two options I would say. First thing is academics. I would love to be being as a professor or assistant professor because that was also a plan in parallel. I've done my masters in computer science right after my graduation. So the another plan was to teach in a good college. Or else I'm good at cooking as well. So if in case not in academics industry, I'll open a cafe and will cook because I have a good hands on the kitchen as well.
So you know pretty much
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल संडे सैटरडे किचन की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आर me.
all right. So for all of
Morning
you guys,
breakfast is being served by me to family. Huh?
So what you had cooked today?
Lot of things, savory and good items via bread, right? Suji bread. I mean, there are breakfast items, number of breakfast items that I can,
now for everyone who are new here, let me introduce CodeUp, what we are, what are the organization, what we do. So CodeUp is where a creative, innovative mind, people like you come and they learn, build and grow. Even if you are at the starting stage or you have years of experience, you can come to our platform. The platform is yours, CodeUp platform, and you can connect with tech enthusiasts, people like yourself. You can interact. We are here to actually provide you with all the things that you are actually lacking in the life. I won't say lacking also, but things that are missing from your life. Things that are actually one step you are closer. Anyone can have knowledge. You can always have knowledge, but the one step that is lacking is industrial real life experience. I would say हम सबको एक बड़ा भाई या बड़ा बहन चाहिए होता है, correct, in our lives to guide us to a right track. Road to the success are many, but which one will हमें कौन सी जल्दी पहुंचाएगी या कौन सी safest है, वो सिर्फ एक बड़ा भाई या experience बंदा ही बता सकता है. So that is what we are doing here at CodeUp. We actually provide mentorship. We have some challenges. We do the development. Their list is endless, and of course, this CodeUp show where we meet people like you and gain some industry knowledge. Alright, so let's start with my first question. Walk us through your journey from being a student to practice lead at Google.
Oh, okay. So yeah, almost 14 plus years of experience I have, right? So likewise, I have done my graduation from Jagannath Gupta Institute of Technology, right? So at that time, I was also while I was coming and I was talking to Shubham and sir that these 4 years it was like kind of a gone very very quickly. But yeah, the experience of those 4 years will always remain with us, right? So wonderful 4 years, right? Worked on various different aspects, right? So I was from a Hindi medium background till 12, but when I joined, it was all about engineering is complete in English, but touch wood with the hard work, or I would say the smart work, I've topped that first year batch itself, and throughout I've done my graduation with distinction marks as well, right? So 4 years, lot of things to learn, right? Don't I mean you can divide those years into leveraging onto or getting skill set on various different things, and you guys are privileged to have these kind of platforms, right? I know during our times there was not much initiatives being taken by college, right? So if in case you are getting the privilege to interact with a lot of, to hear from a lot of people from industry, from academics, the kind of platform that college is providing you, the kind of, I've seen a lot of other stuff as well, like various hackathons are going on, right? Various other shows, events are being running, right? So try to leverage the various opportunity. Try to be an all-rounder for that. So I have done my graduation. Right after that, I have in fourth year I thought to uh, plan to do the post graduation as well, because there was one point which I was always having to study from a premier institute, right? So NIT, IIT was always my dream, right? I prepared for IIT as well. I with a very limited marks, I was unable to enter into MNIT, but always I have a feeling that being as a Jaipurite, I wanted to study from either any NIT or IIT. So during my post graduation, that wish got fulfilled. Right, I prepared in my final year, and within final year, I cleared my GATE exam, and then I entered into NIT. So I've done my post graduation from MNIT. Right after that, once I cleared here, I got a job opportunity from college itself, and that was with Atos India Private Limited. Right, so the journey was exciting. I joined there in Pune, and altogether, being a bachelor, enjoyed the city, enjoyed my first job, right? What is need to be understand? I mean, build a good understanding with the seniors. Whatever the task was given to me, did that carefully. Participated in a lot of events. Was part of the cultural committee as well. Run the entire shows during the college time. We were having approximately 2,500 plus in across India, right? So I've managed the every year they used to have a cultural event, right? So I've managed that event, right, with the team, and when I've left, so we have built a good core cultural committee as well over there. So after that, till then I was a technical consultant. I was mainly into the development, and development was with mainframe technology. How many of you heard about the mainframes? If you go and search, there's a black screen, right? There's a black screen where the for coding, the stuff appears into different colorful codes, right? So mainframe is something where big kind of like we have LIC here, right? And you are aware that how many records, how many policies LIC manage, right? So in the similar fashion, the customer or the clients like LIC, they used to manage their entire ecosystem into mainframe, because mainframe was basically used to manage whosoever has a big database, right? So I worked into that technology, but I was having, I have for a few time I have worked with Ruby on Rails technology. There was a new framework came into picture at that time, somewhere in 2010, Ruby on Rails ROR framework. So that's how there was an opportunity came to Jaipur, right, with Metacube Softwares, and they have I've given the interview, I got selected. That's how I came here as a again technical consultant, senior technical consultant with Metacube. So I've spent 3.5 years with Atos working on various, mainly into mainframes, worked on Mumbai, Pune and Gurgaon location with the same organization. Then I came back to here with Metacube, and we worked on Ruby on Rails, as well as there was a need on developing a testing framework, right, on Ruby on Rails. So that's how I become a part of the testing team, led a testing team there, right? And then I spent my 5 years with them, and then I moved with Wipro. And with Wipro, I joined a business analyst practice. So one important thing is I did not keep myself limited to one role. I try to explore wherever I can excel myself, as well as I can contribute in a good way. So then I joined here as a business analyst team, and within 2 years, I delivered a lot of good projects, and then got an opportunity to lead the entire practice. So first, I've started leading that practice at Jaipur level, and now they've given me a responsibility of leading that BA practice at India level as well. So approximately 50 plus people that I'm leading at the moment. across, those are spread across Indian locations. Yeah. So that's how the journey to being a practice-led lead and people.
So you also have published some research papers, couple of research papers, right?
Yes,
During the postgrad.
during the post-grad and recently as well. So I've shared few of the paper links. You can just search the name Rohit Kumar Bhatwada. Plus, there are few MNIT's department HOD and MNIT's professor. So you might can see the research paper on my name. So see, as I've done during my post-graduation, I was being interested in publicizing the matter, right? So whatever your work, whatever you've done the research, right? So because academics is something quite a different entity, right? We have option to publicize our paper, and there is a group of agency, group of various organizations, or I would say various standard organizations, those review your work, and if your work is unique, they publicize their paper in their own agency booklet. So Springer is one of the good institute or one of the good organization. Those do that job, right? Those provide us the privilege to review our research work. So one paper which I published during 2012, and that was being selected for Singapore conference, right? But due to some urgent issues at my home, I was unable to appear. But yeah, my research paper was being published. My mentor, she's from MNIT itself. So that was there in 2012. Recently, you will find one more research paper in 2020, right? So that academic that's doing the research paper, publicizing the work, that habit is still with me. So I've done my work in data lake. So recently we have heard databases. You must have heard about the word of data warehouses, right? Maybe you will learn about the SQL and other stuff, right? So we are storing queries, the output of the queries into various databases system. But nowadays, the kind of data which is developing in every single minute, right? We are sitting here, we are talking within that minute. I would say a petabyte, petabyte, terabyte data have already been generated across the world. Right? Lot of new tweets have been happened. Lot of new videos must have been uploaded in that 1 minute, right? So there is a need of a new system because databases, data warehouses are not sufficient enough to handle that data, right? So there is a new technology which you will be seeing a very recently, which is data lake. So data lake is nothing but it's kind of a repository, right? Which is responsible for storing multi-type of data. हम जो table देखते हैं ना single row student name table. This is simple structured data, but there are three types of data: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. So to store that various type of data, the existing global systems those are not capable. That's why we need some kind of a different system to manage that kind of a data. So that's how you can search for a new word. A lot of companies are working for developing that data lake. और फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल अगर जनरल लेमन टर्म में बोलूं तो आपको अपने कॉलेज से कोई डॉक्यूमेंट लेना है, आपको टीपीओ के पास जाना पड़ेगा. लेट्स से आपको किसी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिपार्टमेंट से काम है, आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में जाना पड़ेगा, सीएस में जाना पड़ेगा. मींस डेटा lot of documents are there in the college, but for that you have to reach out to different department. So there is a need of a centralized repository system, ठीक है, जहाँ पे user go on to the same single repository, access everything from that single source of truth. Right? So lot of that one term carries lot of different technology like big data and big query. अभी आप लोग हो सकता है SQL सीखोगे आप, right? But try to learn one was word which I will be sharing with you, big query. This is an extension of the SQLs and other stuff, right? So,
yeah. You mentioned that you have worked with many of the technologies. So sometimes students think that sticking to a particular technology will be their beneficial. That okay, let's look to Python and I'll explore whatever option. So is it necessary to stick to one option or explore every field?
very good question. So I would say, see, answer can vary. And I've seen the example. It's up to you if in case you have generated your interest in one technology, try to be a master into that. Right? My case is slightly different. I cannot commit myself to one particular, technology, one particular role. Right? I wanted to explore. And after 3, 4, 5 years, I feel that no, I can do that as well. I have the capacity or capability to do that as well. That's why I try exploring myself, right? But again, if in case you feel that no, you have a good hands-on on Java, try to explore around each and everything around Java. Be an SME, be an expert into that. Because see, expert की demand हमेशा रहेगी. If in case you are an expert into that one particular technology, you will always be there. Right? But yeah, it's again, it's varies person to person. If you feel that no, I can do justice with other role as well, I want you to explore myself. Java, okay, that's it. I've done. Python is recently, as a new trend into the market. Prompt engineering is a new trend into the market, right? ChatGPT is a new trend into the market. So you can start thinking just in parallel. Try exploring what kind of platform that ChatGPT has come up, right? What all other AI applications are being building, right? Which all other technologies are coming in the market. So if in case you have that desire to understand, to explore, then it's fine. But yeah, I would again say try to be an SME or try to be an expert into one particular sector. That will always help. Just-
So, moving on, what is that one surprising thing that when you were starting, no one told you about the software industry? That when you were starting your journey, you found it that maybe पहले बताया था सर, was that one surprising thing?
At that time, see, definitely the generation change is there. We have lot of reels जहाँ हमें guidance मिल जाएगी, जहाँ हमें input बहुत सारे मिल जाएंगे, क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. At that time, that was missing, right? A lot of knowledge was not spreading across these kind of platforms. I remember YouTube came into our college for publicizing that we are coming with that platform जहाँ पे videos free में available. In my third year, YouTube came. Some of the people from YouTube came and they were just coming up with that platform that you can upload stuff in free. You were surprised. I mean, first time अभी कोई नया app आपके सामने आएगा, you will take some time to explore that. That's how YouTube came, right? So you can understand that at that time no such platform was that much available, so that explore, right? So surprising thing I would say, when we were writing the coding, right? When we were solving the programs, uh, my current okay. So before coming into that, at that time we were focusing on each and every line. Let's say syntax भी हमें लिखना है, हमें ये था कि नहीं, syntax also matters a lot, right? And when we writing the syntax, nobody told us. I mean, people like professors shared that like std.io.h, conio.h. These are the libraries, right? And I was not aware that the libraries are so powerful. Nowadays, if you see Eclipse IDs, right? There are various IDs where even you will select one part and that will do the lot of job. आपका पूरा syntax आपको available होता है. So from there these syntax are being supported. Various libraries are automatically, I mean, those are being set up by that platform itself, right? So later on I understand the power of these libraries, right? And based on that you can see the JavaScript has also came, right? A lot of new scripting languages, those are very very powerful to make your application interesting, right? So at that time you were not aware. Second thing was the logic. Logic पे focus करना मैं कब mainly कर पाया when I came into MTech. So in MTech, what used to happen is we used to have a paper जहाँ पे प्रोफेसर सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन देते थे कि आपको ये जो होता है ना अपने व्हाट वी गेट शेप जो आती है, लेट्स से 1 2 3 4 आपको प्रिंट करना है, नीचे आपको 2 3 4 देन 3 4. सो हाउ टू प्रिंट दैट, राइट? सो दे वर नॉट वरी अबाउट द complete syntax. They were simply worry about the logic. So at that time, we understand the importance of DSA, right? Data structure and algorithm. So this is very very important subject. DSA को आप बोर्ड के भी जाओ अगर आपको कोडिंग में रहना है, because this will really help you a lot. Because if in case you have that capacity of writing the logic, then just try to take that. My words is, see, world keep changing. आज जावा है, कल को .NET में एडवांस होगा, कल को Salesforce. There could be any technology, but if in case you have the capacity to generate the logic, then language can be anything. Nobody can beat you, right? You will have a confidence of writing your programs in any language. So that thing I realized that the power of these syntax and logic into when I when we submitted or when we write our papers into MTech. That was a little bit difference which I understand that this in college some other colleges and the NITs and IITs, right? So we simply get that paper, one-liner answer. They only want us to write the logic, no syntax.
This is
And-
what we are experiencing now.
Yeah, I know. See, again, one more point I would love to highlight. You are in starting career of your life, right? So don't take that कि नहीं हमें syntax पे ध्यान ही नहीं देना, syntax लिखना नहीं है. क्योंकि अभी ऐसा हो गया है, आप Eclipse यूज करोगे, सारा syntax ऊपर लिखा हुआ आता है, right? But still try to build that habit to write, right? Logic, why? See, don't mix things. Logic का मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि that will always be there in longer run, right? आपको logic तो लिखना ही, logic पे आप command कर सकते हो. But in your starting career, build a practice to write complete syntax, right? Because तब आपको लाइब्रेरी की पावर रियलाइज होगी कि हाँ stdio मैंने ऐड तो किया है, लेकिन stdio.h में या conio.h में क्या क्या चीजें सपोर्टिव है, हाउ आई कैन एक्सप्लोर दोस. हम सिर्फ आउटपुट कंसोल इनपुट कंसोल को ही यूज करते हैं उसके लिए. बट इन द सिमिलर फैशन, इफ यू आर राइटिंग समथिंग इन पाइथन, every single library which you are adding in Python, right, it has lot of functionality. So one complete function, try to explore that as well. That will, you will make your journey easier. Those libraries are very powerful.
See, we are guiding you correct. Logic, लिखना, syntax, all the things.
Those are needed.
Because they are complaining that we check their codes very strictly. Because what we do here is properly syntax, indentation, proper variable.
Yes, that habit you have to see in starting again. That's why I've just highlighted the point.
So I have one question. How do you give variable names? What is your practice? How do you keep?
See, variable names, आपका जो पूरा प्रोग्राम का लॉजिक है ना, प्रोग्राम में मुझे कितने क्या आगे इंक्लूड करना है. सो ऑन बेसिस ऑफ दैट आई थिंक टू ड्राइव द वेरिएबल्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे उसी वेरिएबल को यूज करना है तो मैंने कुछ भी करके दे दिया. नो, आई थिंक कि मुझे कंप्लीट लॉजिक में कहाँ का नीड हो सकता है, प्रोग्राम का स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा. तो दैट्स व्हाई आई थॉट ओके दैट्स अ 5 वेरिएंट्स, so that if somebody see think from a different perspective that okay you have written that, so if somebody else will reading that he should be able to understand that okay वेरिएबल 1 वहां लिखा है या कुछ भी नाम दिया है, तो जब नीचे वो दूसरा नाम आया तो उनको पता हो कि हाउ what was the relation in all 5 variables those have been used in the program. There should be some relation, there should be some syntax or a proper convention needs to be maintained in all variables if we are using in a single set of program. Why? I'll give you the logic as well. See, because two things, knowledge, second is experience. Knowledge is आप जो भी लिख रहे हो, syntax लिख रहे हो, lot of new programs you will learn. ठीक है, maybe you will given a problem, you will find the solution. That is fine. That will be come from a knowledge. But when I talk about the experience, see what kind of challenge that we have in industry. एक project है that was already running. One guy was working, two guys was working from last 6 months. They have left the industry. They've left the company in mid. Another guy came into picture. Whatever the code has been written, he will take time. If in case that is not structured in a proper format, he will take another 6 months to understand that, right? And that would be a failure of the project. But if in case that guy is good enough in understanding the code, see what he will do. That is the difference between experienced guy. What he will do, he will understand that code and he will optimize that code. There is very, very important word is optimization. अभी आपके लिए दिस इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, बट यू कैन जितना आपको बड़ा लिखना है लॉजिक लिखो, लेकिन इन लॉन्गर रन ट्राई टू ऑप्टिमाइज द कोड, राइट. हो सकता है 100 पेज का सिंटेक्स हो, और अगर अभी से भी आपको एक प्रैक्टिस बिल्ड करना है, जब भी आप एक किसी का कोड लिखते हो 100 लाइंस का कोड हो गया, थिंक फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव कि मैं इस 100 लाइंस के कोड को 50 लाइन से कैसे एग्जीक्यूट कर सकता हूँ. इज इट पॉसिबल दैट this 100 line code can be optimized in 50 lines? And I'm pretty sure lot of options, lot of tools, lot of other logic as well are available through which you can do or optimize that code in 50 lines, right? So that will come by experience. I'm not saying try it now, but this will come, and again in that way that variable name and everything comes into picture, right? अगर आपका जो proper 100 lines का code structure में है ना, then someone else can optimize that code. But अगर वही different format में है ना, तो that experienced guy will also feel some kind of problem.
That is what we are telling them to practice this habit and to niche field. To have proper
Yes.
methods, format, documentation, so that whenever a new guy comes, they know your perspective that how
What was written.
exactly what exactly logic that you are building.
Yes.
So my coming up question is same, like knowledge versus experience, since you have shared. So इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है.
I mean, I think I've already explained the difference. So where the knowledge comes into, learn whatever things are coming in your way, right? अभी this is starting. So जिस भी expansion form में लिखना है, learning or whatever areas that you wanted, जितनी books पढ़नी है, try to read, try to explore something, or automatically that will be jotted down as an experience in longer run. Right? And experience is experience. See, for me, if somebody who has spent some years, right, there are chances. I've interviewed a lot, right? Almost 500 plus interviews I've taken now, right, till during my social media. But I've seen a lot of people, those are experienced, but they are not having knowledge, right? But still, I try to, explore them, try to judge them based on their experience. Okay, what was the experience that you have utilized? If in case they are not able to stood up that, okay, let's say you say that I've spent 3 years into coding, right? But if in case you are not done good enough, then those are out of the syllabus. But if in case someone, it could be any technology. Let's say I'm hiring for X, but if someone has done their good job in Y technology, he's a good fit for me as well. Because wherever he has done his experience, but he has done a good job over there. So that would always be enough. So technology keep changing. Don't worry about that. If in case you are going from a right path, I don't think so. In the longer run, you will be having any issue.
Speaking of books, like how important is like this is a question, theory versus practice. So how important is being on hands-on experience and theoretical learning?
Good question. Again, see, इंजीनियरिंग के बाद लोग आपसे कहेंगे, आप भी कुछ साल बाद फील करेंगे कि इंजीनियरिंग के सब्जेक्ट को रिलेवेंट नहीं है. बट पता नहीं, मेरा थोड़ा पर्सपेक्टिव डिफरेंट है. DSA, ठीक है, this is one subject, right? Software engineering, right? We followed it agile. We talked about a lot of waterfall method, right? Agile methodology. Industry में बहुत terms use होती है. हमारे सारे जो project होते हैं, we use those. There are new technologies also come up, right? To drive a project. Project कई सारे अगर हम agile से करते हैं, waterfall से करते हैं, तो there are a lot of projects that failed as well, right? So what we do to make them successful? We are coming up with hybrid agile, right? So a lot of buzzword, those are coming from one book you must have read, software engineering, right? So software engineering is very interesting. UML diagrams, उसका last chapter आपको book में मिलेगा UML, right? Unified language करके है, unified model language, right? So what we used to have, specifically in my practice, business analyst practice, what we used to do is, whenever we interact with the customer, right, and whatever the requirement we jotted down, we hand it over to the development team. But along with that, if in case we are sharing the requirement with a complete picturization or a process flow, right, along with that, this is very easy to understand them by the development team, right? So if in case we have that habit to how whatever the stuff that has been written into the documentation, how we can convert that into a model, right? So that's why I would say both has its own importance. Altogether, practical hands-on is always on top priority, but don't think that the theoretical knowledge are not needed. Keep an eye, because ठीक है, अभी आपको बुक पढ़ना है, बाद में ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको उठा के बुक पढ़ना है. Lot of things you can get over the internet. You can put that code, build your logic, but still these are the 4 years justice with your subject. So specifically few subjects, जहाँ की जैसे कि as mentioned DSA, right, algorithm related stuff, right, software engineering, and there are few more. Electronics के भी कुछ subjects हैं, those might not be longer, but I think somewhere those are needed for to change your perception, because whatever things those are around us, right, those are coming from that theoretical stuff as well, right? So networking के भी अगर आपको subject चलती है ना, so how hub, switch, router works, because in recent years, right, because this is a very wonderful era where we are living at the moment. जो पिछले 5 साल गए, आगे आने वाले जो 5 साल हैं, 6 साल हैं, 10 साल हैं, you will see lot of changes. आप एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देख सकते हो. पहले जो मोबाइल्स आते थे, right, and now every mobile is very slim. Why? Every mobile chip, because lot of work are happening in electronics industries as well. आपके जितने भी माइक्रो प्रोसेसर हैं, चिप्स हैं, बहुत छोटी होती जा रही है, ठीक है. आपके हैवी कैमरास जो हम DSLR लेके घूमते हैं, वो एक आईफोन में इतने पतले से आईफोन में those are coming, right? So there must be some work going on around every specific area, right? So your practical is definitely needed, but whatever the theoretical stuff that you got a chance to read in your college, have an eye on that as well.
So being a practice lead and people already enough work to do it. So what do you do for chill or relax?
See,
Cooking is aside.
that is fine, but one best part is, or I would say, I was privileged that during my engineering as well, since that time only, there was a new concept. I mean, JNIT introduced one concept of having 5 days in a week. Previously, I think अभी आप लोगों का college 5 days या 6 days? 5 days, right? So पहले ऐसा नहीं होता. पहले ऐसा होता था कि स्कूल के बाद भी आपको जो कॉलेज जाना वो सारे 6 days चलते थे. But I think during those years there was a buzzword started around the Rajasthan, specifically Jaipur Engineering College. यार उस कॉलेज ने तो 5 दिन ही कर दिया है, हमें 6 दिन नहीं जाना पड़ता. So that's how I think we've started. So what I feel is 5 days are enough. 5 days आप मन लगा के काम करो. 2 days are, I think 2 days are enough. So since then, during my engineering days, I'm getting Saturdays and Sundays are off. In MNIT as well, 5 days work was there. Course was there for 5 days. Saturdays and Sundays are. So what I feel is Sundays and Saturdays are enough. You spend time with your family, do whatever you wanted. So in a similar fashion, what I do is on Sunday, regular 6 to 8, I used to go to play cricket. Since long. बॉक्स क्रिकेट नाउअडेज पहले तो ग्राउंड में खेलते थे. नाउ देयर इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट केम, थोड़ा उम्र बढ़ गई है तो ऐसा लगता है कि भागने करने की कैपेसिटी कम हो गई. सो वी स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग बॉक्स क्रिकेट एज वेल. बॉक्स क्रिकेट में क्या होता है, देयर इज अ सराउंडिंग, आपको ज्यादा भागना नहीं पड़ता, राइट? सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज बॉक्स क्रिकेट आई यूज्ड टू प्ले. सो आई टच विद स्पोर्ट एज वेल. ड्यूरिंग वीकेंड आई हैव 2 daughters, one is of 9+ years and another one is 1 year. So spend time with family. I spend time with friends as well. Saturday evening, we go to either invite few of our friends at home or go to our friends, right? As well as 6 days. I mean, during those 5 days as well, we try to manage kind of a work-life balance. So my one, I would say, the specialty is I know if that work is if this work, because based on my experience, I know that this work will be completed in 2 days, so I never force my team members to complete that in 1 day. Right? I know, and the same I got a reward from my team as well, because I never force them. So if something is urgent, they understand, they ensure that yes, this thing has to be delivered 2 days itself. चाहे तो उसके लिए उनको रात को बैठना पड़े, but they deliver on time because they know that I never force. There are, because वो फिर आप आगे जाओगे, then you will understand that there is a difference in leading the team as well, right? There are some person who has some, let's say someone has the insecurity, नहीं मुझे कोई चीज, let's say if in case there is some deadline with me, I have to deliver something on Sunday. What I'll do is I'll ask my team to do it on Friday itself, ताकि buffer रख सकूं. That is also a good practice. But what I do is sometimes I trust my team, right? I know that कुछ काम मुझे संडे को देना है, ठीक है, दैट कैन बी डिलीवर्ड. पीपल कैन ट्रस्ट हु दे कैन टेक देयर टाइम. मुझे सैटरडे इवनिंग को भी देंगे तो भी चलेगा. आई कैन डिलीवर बिकॉज़ मुझे संडे को डिलीवर करना है. आई कैन डू दैट एज वेल. सो दैट्स हाउ देयर इज अ रिलेशन बिल्ड बिटवीन द टीम. दे नो कि if in case they know that deadline is Sunday, so they understand that, right? So that's why we try to manage the work-life balance within the team in every one of our life. We try to wrap up things within time, but हाँ ऐसा है, as soon as you will step up onto the ladder in industry, see a lot of roles, responsibility जैसे से बढ़ेगा तो थोड़ा सा जिम्मेदारी आती है. कभी होता है कि 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30 हो रहे, but in the same way family understand, right? They understand हाँ 5 दिन का थोड़ा tough रहेगा, then we try to spend the time with them during those times. But हाँ during that entire 14+ years of career, somehow we try to manage the work-life balance in ourselves as well, with the team as well.
So everyone, I think, in their life has a particular moment where they feel like they are stuck, they are lost, or even demotivated. They feel like they have been deeply buried but what they don't see is that they haven't planned it. So what was that moment when you feel like I'm stuck or I'm just worried, but how you cope up through that period of time?
So before answering that, I would love to get the inputs from you. आप लोग ऐसा feel हुआ है? Come, share your experience. Then I'll better any one of you.
Then the common answer will be, I think, assignments and deadlines.
No, it's